Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Ochet. Today, we want to see how we can detail our slab. As you can see, this structure is for a client. And how are we going to detail our slab? You'll discover that you can model very well after modeling, analyzing, and design even further by interacting with your members. Yes, at the end you discover that it's very safe. As good as that, I can tell you that your building can still collapse. Why? Because if you have a poor detailing. So that is why in this lesson we want to see how we can detail our slab. Now let's check this our structure to see whether it is safe. Now looking at this, we discover that our structure is what? Perfectly okay. As you can see, this one means for fail, warning, expire analysis. Green means what? Okay. The white is what? Not design, and the rest. So for this structure, it means what? Looking at the design status, it's telling us our structure is okay. And at times in Ekidel, we advise our members or engineers that after designing, modeling, designing, and analyzing, it's very important for you to interact with your members, because if you don't interact with your member, at times the software don't depend on software solely. It's not good as an engineer, especially a structural engineer, for you to depend solely on what? On the software. It's very important to interact with your members, with your designs. So that is why Ekidel is a place where we train engineers, structural engineers. So now, looking at our purpose for this structure, for this lesson, we want to see how we can detail this structure for this our particular client. And if you look at prota detail, it's not actually good at all. It's not presentable. So if you look at this place called load prota detail, by the time we click on this, we discover that what we are going to get is something of this nature. So this is the building. And as you can see, the output of this slab from prota detail, you cannot take this one to site at all. This is a mess. If you take this one to site, even the engineer at site might get confused because it's not properly what? Detailed. And if you also look at the slab, the columns from the prota detail, is not actually welcoming. If you take this one to your architect might not even call you for the next structural designs. That is the truth, because architects, they are also what? Advanced in knowledge. So if you take this one to them, but for you to get a better and more architect, because you know that as structural engineers, we cannot do without an architect. We work hand in hand. So if you give your architect a good design, you discover that you can even introduce another architect to you. And how can you have a good output that is so appealing? Can I tell you that you have no cause to worry? That's why we have this software called Stonebridge Detailing Template Catalog. This is 2024 version of this particular software. As you can see here, this software is very fantastic. I can bet you very fantastic. If you're a structural engineer that you are using protastructure, it's meant for you. If you are a type of a structural engineer that uses Orion software for your structural design, it's also for you. And if you are the type that uses Start Pro as an engineer, it's also meant for you. This software also go further to ensure what? Bar bending schedules, which is very important. And as you can see on this other side, we discover that we have different types of foundation. And this structure, this software rather, we discover that in case you design, and you know that when we are designing, looking at this one as our example, this one building is what? Is padded. This is a pad foundation. We use pad foundation for this structure. And therefore, how can we detail? Because every foundation have their own way of detailing. So you cannot use the method of detailing a white strip foundation for pad foundation. It's not correct. So that's why this software is so fantastic, that will guide you and help you on how to detail. Now looking at this structure, looking at this our structure here, as you can see, so it's pad what? Pad foundation. And as I've said, we want to learn how we can detail this structure. Now looking at this is a mess. This one is from protastructure. So this is how the protastructure detail their work. It works. So if you print this one, it's not too good. And as I've said, we want to concentrate today on how to detail this particular slab. Now, if I go back to my software, I will advise you to get this software as a structural engineer. As a structural engineer, if you don't have this software, can I permit me to say that you're actually missing, because this software is so fantastic. Now, based on our structure that is on what? Is on pad foundation. Let's now see, as a structural engineer, what do? You come to this place, we call pad, and click. And once you click on this is what comes up for you. This comes up, and this guides you how to detail your structure that is being designed on pad. As you can see, this is on pad foundation. This guides you on how you can detail your structure on pad foundation. Now looking at this, it's expected that when it comes to foundation layout, this is how it should be done. And likewise, when it comes to your column type rather, so this is how it's expected of you to do it. And if you look at this column, how it's well detailed, well understood. So now let's compare it with that of a protastructure. Let's see what it gives us. You can see this one. You can see that you cannot compare it at all. You can't compare it. Heaven is far from the earth, so you can't compare it. It's far from each other compared to this one. If you give your client or architect this one, he will really appreciate it. So Stonebridge template is very, very good. It helps you to detail. And when it comes to your beam arrangement and your slab, you can see the thickness of your slab is being shown, your beam, everything, proper arrangement. This particular software is meant for you. And when we now come to our lesson, which is for today, you can see this. You can see this software is guiding us on how to detail our slab. And you know, slab is very important when it comes to detailing. So you can now imagine this, compare this. Even you that is watching, that is listening to me, you can see that if you are being given this and also come and give you something of this nature, I bet you will choose the other one, the one from Stonebridge, isn't it? You can't present this one because even this one will irritate you at sight, isn't it? So we want to learn how we can detail this particular structure in the way that Stonebridge have given to us. Looking at this, you can see clean, clear, accurate, and fantastic. As I have said, you need to bring up something appealing that next time the architect will not hesitate to do what? To call you, even introduce to another person. In case you have not subscribed, I will beseech you to subscribe to our Ekidel channel so that you can have access to our videos. And coming to beams, you can see this beam well arranged. And you notice something, that when you want to detail at times, you discover that your beams, your reinforcement might not be clear. And if you try to make it clearer, it might be too big. And if you want to reduce it to, it might be too small. But this software will help you to come out with accurate dimension that is very clean and clear, not too small, not too big, that is readable at sight. I can bet you this software is fantastic. Each time I carry my designs, I'm always happy. Why? Because I find it so easy to do what? To detail my slab. So that is why on this lesson we want to learn how to detail our slab. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. So it's very, very important. So that is why on this note we want to see how we can detail this particular one. Because you can see this one here, as you can see this, so the same thing that is here is what I have here, but the only thing is that I've removed all this reinforcement that came from Protastructure because I don't need it. What I need is this one. So this is what we are going to be exporting to or copying into our Stonebridge template detailing catalog. As I said, this 2024 version. We have other versions, but I would advise you to go for this particular version, irrespective of software you are using for your design. So this structure, we are going to start detailing this structure. And as I've shown you, you can see this, how it's expected of you for your software, for your output to look at clean and clear. So therefore, on this note, let's move on and see how we can detail this particular slab here. That's what we are going to be concentrating on. So in case you don't know, I want to tell you that Ekidel has a mentorship class whereby we train engineers. We train them specially, and you know that it's a free channel, and as a free channel, it's not everything we give out. All what we are giving you is accurate. Anywhere you go to, within the country, outside the country, they are accurate. But we cannot go further because this is a free channel. And if you want to get everything that we have, everything that we know, you need to enroll to our mentorship class, which is not expensive. I want to advise you to do that. So on this ground, let's move on and see how to do magic through software called Stonebridge Detailing Template. Let's go there. As I said, this software is not expensive at all. It's not expensive. It's cheap. All you need to do, just get to our channel and get your software. Any software you will need, Ekidel is there for you. So let's move on and see how we can detail our slab, this particular structure. All right, welcome once again. So we want to see, as we have said, we want to see how we can detail this slab. So as I said, we want to see how we can detail this slab. So what we are going to do now is to copy our slab into Stonebridge. So let's copy this slab to our Stonebridge and see how we can start our detailing. So therefore, I've copied So the next one is to go to my, as I said, we are going to use pad. We are using pad, isn't it? We are using pad. So we are using pad. Therefore, I go, by the time I click on my pad foundation, it comes up with this. So since it's here, I want to tell you that for me to paste it, you don't paste outside this place, outside this box. If you want to paste, don't paste outside this box. You paste it inside this box provided. So what I will do now, I will zoom it. I will zoom it and paste it inside the box. Click on paste. Let's allow it to come up. Now it has come up, isn't it? It has come up. So you can now click and let's see. So this is our slab, our panels. So we want to start our detailing now. So how do we do that? First of all, let me even do something. Let me compare and you see, to show you something. Let me copy to see the magic of this software, to see how powerful this software is. So let's see our slab, our beam from Prota, and see, let's copy and take it to Stonebridge and see what will happen to our beams. So let's see, let me just copy this because of time. Let me just copy this few one and let me just take it there. Please just take note of how it is here. So let me copy it and take it to my Stonebridge, so and see how it can help us to do some little magic. It will reduce your work up to 85%. So which is good enough. So let me now paste it and see what we are going to have. Let's see. Let's allow it, let it come up. You see, automatically it has changed. You can see it has changed. Accurate dimensions. You can see it will come out clean and clear. You can see. If you print this, I bet you your client will really appreciate it. That's Stonebridge for you. So as I said earlier on, that you need to get this particular software. So let's start. Now, I've been giving us example on how to detail the slab, which I've shown you before. But since we want to start now, let's go back again and start. So this is how to detail. We are going to detail our slab. And this lesson, we are going to be looking at part 1 of the slab detailing of this particular structure. As I said, part 1 is what we'll be looking at of this particular structure. So what I will do now is to copy this. Sample that has been given to us. I will copy it and take it to where as my sample. Please don't move it. All you need to do is to copy it and move it to where we want to use it, inside this box, close by, and put it here. Now, since I've put it here, for me to differentiate it, I'll just have a form of a cross. Then just to see that yes, this is not my work. I only want to use it to detail this particular software. So how do you do that? Let's start. Now, looking at this, these are our panels. Now, for us to detail this, all you need to do is to first of all pick your line, and from this edge of this beam, let's move it. Let's take it. And having known that in the market, our reinforcement, our rod, is the length is what 12 meters. Even though at times, if you look at it, it's not, by standard, it's 12 meters. So the highest your rod can run on a slab is what, 12 meters. But we advise our structural engineers, that the highest you should use should not be more than 10.5 meters. But because of this structure, let's see what we can achieve. So now, looking at this, I'm going to drop it here. I would have said I'll drop it here, but you discover that there is something here. The way it runs at this point, it will change because we're going to have a return bar here. So on this ground, so I'll click on this. Let me make it thick. Let me change it. I would love to change, or I make it thicker. Let me go to my layer and pick this. So you can see. So now, having gotten this, what I will now do is take my concrete cover. You know that concrete cover is very important, and for me to do that is to have my 25 concrete cover. So I'll click on this, then I'll come here, this place, now take it back by what, 25, enter. So as you can see, I have this. So let's now take the measurement and see if we are actually correct. You can see 25, isn't it? 25 our concrete cover. So therefore, I'll go to my line and then take my thickness of my reinforcement, which is, don't forget that based on our design, what do we use? Based on our design from here, based on our design from here, we discover that what's our thickness of slab? Our thickness of slab from this place is 150. As you can see, it's 150. So since it's 150 on this ground, so here we are going to be removing our concrete cover. And our concrete cover from the top, you know that the top is 25, bottom is 25. So out of 150, if you remove 50, we are left with what? 100. So that is why we are now going to take this one up and have our what? 25. That's, sorry, 100. Enter. And this is our 100. You can see it here. So we are going to have what we call return bar. Our return bar. How do you have your return bar? You don't just put it anywhere. You just click anywhere. It has a formula. And the formula is what? 50D. What I say? 50D. Now, that D stands for the kind of reinforcement you are using. The kind of reinforcement you are using. If I'm using Y16, then it's going to be 50 times 16. But looking at our structure here, from protastructure, looking at our structure, what do we use? What type of reinforcement? You see, Y12. That's what we use. So therefore, we are going to have 50D. We will now have what we call, let's use our calculator. 50 multiplied by 12. Remember, so what do we have? 600, which means our return bar from here inside is what? That's 600 times 600. So enter. So this is what we have. So what I'll do, I'll just match my property. It's very fast, very fast, fantastic. So I'm done with this. So notwithstanding, at this place, which means this is my slab, by the time we start our call out, as I said, this is part 1. We are going to concentrate on how to bring out the arrangement of our reinforcement. First of all, the bottom bars, bottom reinforcement. Part 2, we'll be talking about top reinforcement. While part 3, we now start calling out our reinforcement, which is very important. Now I'm coming here. All I need to do, because definitely I will not stop here. My reinforcements have to enter the next slab by what? By 600, which is my lapping. So I enter 600. So that is that. And coming to this other aspect again, I'm done with this slab for this x-axis. For this direction, I'm done with this slab. Now coming to this particular one, we discover that from here, we can have a reinforcement that move from here up to this place. If you look at it from here to this place, why? Because if you look at this place, they are on the same line, and also this one, it can go. So therefore, I'll go back again. Sorry, let me make it choose my line. Yes. So now I can go back and take this from this point here to this particular point here. Thank you. So this point here, I don't need to have my return bar because it's still within the slab. What I need to do, and at this point too, you can still enter this slab. So what I'll do, I'll take move it by what? 600. Remember how we got our 600 into this particular slab. Is that okay? So now, which means that this reinforcement, this one from here like this, on this axis, I'm done with it. You can see how fast it is compared to what Prota detailing was giving us. So you can imagine you want to start bringing out all of this, start calling it out, remove it one after the other, clean and all of that. It will take a hell of time. So therefore, let's proceed. So now on this ground, if I should say this same reinforcement should go up, don't forget we have a what? Cantilever here, and we have a void around this this junction where my cursor is. We have a void in that we have a void in this particular place, so it cannot run from here to that place. So therefore, which means that we are going to have a kind of reinforcement, because at this point here we are going to have what we call return bar. So what will I do? I pick my line, I come here, I come to this point again, click, and come to this point at this point here and click. So therefore, all I need to do, I will do what? Bring out my concrete cover from this point. I'll bring out my concrete cover, I click, then at this edge, bring it in. It's so fast, and which is 25. Don't forget, it's 25. Let's zoom it and see. Yes, we have this 25. So I take my line also, which is a L, enter, then take it up, then which is what? 100. You remember how we got our 100. So what's our return level of our return? You say is what? 600, which is a 50D, and our D is what? Is 12. So that's why we got this 600. which means that you can see the way of detailing this place is different from how this place is being done. Different from how this place, how this place is being done. So therefore, at this point, we are going to have a return bars. While at this place, you don't have any return bar. So on this ground, I'm done with this aspect. So you can see how fast it is. So as I said, this is part 1. We are going to concentrating on the arrangement of our reinforcement. The second part will be on what? On our top reinforcement. This bottom reinforcement we are going to concentrate on. While the part 3 will be talking about how to call out all our reinforcement. In fact, it's going to be fantastic. We are going to make use of this particular example that this software have provided for us, and at the end, I can bet you it's going to be wow. So now let's continue from where we stop. Now pick my line, I click on my line, and also come to this place. On my y-axis, I pick my line, I also run my reinforcement. I run my reinforcement from here. I bring it to this place. Sorry. As I said, I pick my line. I come here, click, and also stop at this point. Or no, I can extend it. Up to this point. Yes, I can extend it up to this point. So what will I do? I also have my cover. I have my cover, which is what? 25. Now I extend it. I brought it in. Then also, so we take this. We have taken out 25. As you all know, definitely know form work. There's form work. So the distance between the form work and your reinforcement is that 25 we are talking about. So I come here, I pick my line. At this point, I take my thickness, which is 100. You remember how we got our 100? Enter. Then come back and take our return bar. And remember our 650D. Which says 600. Enter. So escape. So you can see we have this. So now on this ground, we also go further. So that is that. So we have this. Then at this point, also we have a slab here, isn't it? So we have a slab here. So what do? This reinforcement also have to enter into this slab by what? By 600. So enter. So we have this escape. So that is that. So now, which means that our reinforcement here runs from this direction. Don't worry, by the time we get to part 3, we get to see how we can call out our reinforcement. So at this point, what is the next thing? So if you now look at this place like this, the way my cursor move, we can reinforce it as one altogether. So what do? I pick my line again. I come here. Since I have my lapping here, I'll decide to let me use this direction. I can have it here, come here, and come down to this end of this beam. The end of this beam, click here. Then don't forget, we have to have our concrete cover. That's the space between our form work and the reinforcement, which is 25. So we take it in 25, enter. You can see our 25. So what the next thing we do is to also take our thickness, which is 100. We know how we got our 100. 150 divided minus 50. So give us 100. So that's for that 50 is for both top and bottom. So our return bar also, we talk about what? 600. I believe you still remember 600. So that is that. So you can see now we are done with this. So which means that this one can go at any length. By the time we start our third part 3 of this slab detailing, which is the call out of our reinforcement, you understand it better. That's why I would advise you to follow this detailing, slab detailing, from A to Z. So that is that. So now when it comes to this other direction, now let's have this wider direction. Our X direction, we can have it from here this way, and also, excuse me, let me start from here. Let me repeat. From here, from this point here, let me have it, okay, from this point here up to this. So then before then, I cannot have my this. Let me also have my, it's practical. When we get to site, this is what we do, isn't it? So I have my 25. That's my concrete cover between the reinforcement and my form work. Then take my line, move up with 100. You know how we got the 100. yes, then go back with 600. Now we got our 600 for the return bar, and that is that. Then coming to this other side, then you have to watch. It's when you are doing this, you have to understand your panels. So you look at this one, there's a slab here, but at this point there's no slab. Do you get the point? There's no slab here. Is that okay? There's no slab here. So which means that for me, I will do something. Let me take this one back. Let me take this back. Sorry, I'll take this back up to this. I'll take it back up to this level. You know why? Because if I'm to run this, it's going to stop somewhere. Why? Because this place is a void. Are you seeing now? This place is a void. So to avoid not to take it off, so what will I do? I pick my line again. Let's be a little bit fast. Okay, before then, let me take this my reinforcement into this slab with what? With 600. So 600. Enter. So then pick my line, and then also take from here. Now up to this slab. Let me use this slab. Yes, I can make use of this slab. Yes, I can make use of this slab. Very good. Okay. Yes, I can make use of this slab. So now come to this place. Now I can enter this slab here because there's a slab here with what? With my 600. That's the lapping. 600. 600. Good. Then how this one runs. By the time we start our call out of reinforcement, you'll get to know how it runs. So therefore, I'm going to pick another one that will run from this place, because this place there's going to be return bars to hold this one back, to hold this our beam back. So what do I do? This one will not also reach to the end. So if I like, I can just bring out my return bar. Is that okay? If I like, I can have my return bar from here. Let me say, no, let me just do it how I want it to be. This one run from so place and reach stop at so place. So I can take it from here, from this point, and also come here. Then at this point, I take my concrete cover. You see, it's very, very fast. I will not lie to you. It's very, very fast. I return it with 25. That's good. Then pick my line. Then come here. Come to this. Take my 100. Then take my return bar as what? 600. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, undo. So let me take it back. 100 up. Okay, sorry. 100. Yes, good. Then my 600 return bar. Good. You see, the distance between this reinforcement and this outside edge here is what? 25, and that's to stand for what? Our concrete cover between our reinforcement and our formwork. I believe I've explained that one. So you can see now that this pattern here is different from the pattern here. This one can run, it can still go further, but here it cannot go like that because you have to return it, because this place is what? It's a void. Is that okay? So which means that this one, the way I'll call out this one will be different from how I'll call out this one for this particular place. But notwithstanding, what about our horizontal line from this slab? So what do we do? Please, I want you to listen very well. So what do we do at this point? But before then, let me take off this. So I can now come here. Let's detail this particular slab to this place. Then what do I do? What do I do? Move on. What do I do? So I take my, is this one a slab? Okay, yes, it's a slab. So what do I do? I take it inside, which was 600 as my lapping. Stand there. So this one move from here to here. That is that. We are done with that. But notwithstanding, we have to detail this. Very, very important. From here to this place, it has to be detailed. So what do we do? Pick our line, which is now my reinforcement. I call it my own reinforcement now. Start from there to this. If I want, yes. If I want the same thing that it runs. Okay. It runs, yes. I can let me put it here, bring it here, and then at this point, I have my concrete cover from here, 25. Enter. Then pick my line. Then at this point, I have my reinforcement thickness 600. Then I have my return bar as what? 600. Good. So that holds that beam back. And also, because this place is a void, I also have to do the same thing here. And take my 25, yes. Then pick my line and come here. Sorry. Pick my line. Come to this point and take my reinforcement thickness, which is 100. You remember how we got the 100, and then we take it back as what? 600. Notwithstanding, I want to tell you that we also have another product in Ekidel. You know, as engineers, definitely this staircase now I'm going to design it, isn't it? I'm going to design it. For me to design it with this a tickle of an eye, Ekidel has a software Ekidel. In Ekidel, there's this software that we normally use called KCSoft. This software is fantastic. Within some seconds, just enter your parameters, it designs it for you. So you don't have any cause for alarm to be thinking of time, how to meet up with clients. That's why Ekidel is a place to be. If you want to be trained, as I said, we have a mentorship class where we train people specially. We go further than the free channel. As I said, it's fantastic. KCSoft. The name of the software is called KCSoft. It's mainly for staircase design. So let's proceed. And it's not free, as you know, it's not free, and it's not also that expensive. It's something affordable. Is that clear? So now, coming to this particular aspect now, if you look at this, if you look at this piece, this from here to here, this is our vertical. Like we have not detailed it. We have not given out our reinforcement. So what do? We pick I pick my reinforcement in form of line, then bring it down. How will it run? Can it run through? Yes, it can run. Just the way this one, it can run from here to here. Can I make it like this? Up to this? Yeah, I can say yes. I can say yes. I can say it can run because this one stops in a particular place. It stops somewhere, and this one also have to continue. You see what I'm doing here? I'm not going to repeat it on this side. You know why? Because this one is the same building. It's just semi-detached. What we have here is what we have here. So all I need to do is to write it here that what the kind of reinforcement that is here should be repeated on this particular side. Is that okay? So now let's proceed. So at this point, I bring out my concrete cover, which is 25. Enter. Then pick my line. 100. Sorry. 100. Enter. Then my return bar 600. I've explained how we got 600. Is that okay? So that is that. And let me see. First of all, let's see. According to what we have explained before, let's see what's our dimension from here, from this point to this point. What's our dimension? 12 points, which means it's more than. Can you see now? It's more than our reinforcement in the market. So what do we do? I cut it off. I divide it. Do you get the point now? I divide it. In fact, I don't even need it because there's one that goes. If you look at this, it goes. So I don't need this. So what do? Sorry, I remove this. I remove this. You know, we take time to teach because, as I said, it's practical. We deal with practical because this particular project is meant for a client. So what do? I can click on this. Please take note of this particular point because we are talking about cantilever here. So I can take it and bring it up to this point, up to this level. Is that okay? Yes, very okay. You know, do you remember when I was showing you when I was moving my cursor around here like this? Do you remember? Okay, this one stands for it. So therefore, on this point, I come to this place. I also take my cover of this, bring it in by what? Can you tell me 25? That is good. So 25. Then I also come here, pick my line. It's very, very fast. It's because we are teaching. That's why it seems as if it's taking time. Then 100. If not, by now I should have done with this. So then, for me to do this one, I don't just enter my 600 from this point immediately. No, I come to the center of this beam, click. Then from this center of this beam, I'll not take my 600. You understand now? 600. You can see it. So this is how it runs. Is that clear? So and this one also, from here and this one, they move alongside each other. This one, you can see it here. So looking at this, invariably we are done with our reinforcement here. No, okay, remain small, because this slab we have not finished. So we are going to do what? Carry our line, pick our lines, and come to this place. Come here, click, and also take my reinforcement to this place. So what do? I need to take my reinforcement spacing, which is 25 inside because of my what do you call it? Hope this is no more. Okay, it's okay. Because of my formwork, the space between my formwork and my reinforcement, which I've explained before. So then 100, move it by 100, and take it in by what? 600. I enter. So now also come to this point to hold this beam also back, because as I said earlier, this place is a void. It's a void. So what do? I take it, I click, and I bring it down 25. Enter. Also pick my line, move it, then also with what? 100. enter, return it with what? 600, enter. So you can see how we have detailed this particular place. So when it comes to the time we want to call out, we now see how fantastic this thing will be. At the end, when you print this work, it's going to be wow. And not to forget, if you have not subscribed to our channel, Ekidel, please, I would advise you to do that, because you are going to learn a lot. Beyond what you have been taught in school, you are going to learn a lot. There are a lot that you are going to learn, I can bet you, in Ekidel. Don't forget to subscribe and also to give us a thumbs up if you like this our video. Thank you. As I said, this is part 1 of our slab detailing, which is bottom reinforcement. So the next part, which is part 2, we are going to talk about what? Top reinforcement. That one also has a formula, you just position it anyhow. And part 3, we'll be talking about calling out our reinforcement. So next time when we meet, I remain your friend, Engineer Fasher Chet. Thank you very much, and God bless. As I said, we are going to make use of this to detail all of this. It's going to come out just as this one is, perfectly okay. Next part, we are going to complete the arrangement of our reinforcement and also do our call out in part 3. As I've said, this place I don't need to detail it. Why? Because it's the same thing. What we have here is what we also have at this point. What we have here is what we have at this point. Till we meet for the part 2 of this slab detailing. Thank you. Sorry, there's something here that we need to do. This one have to come in. This one have to come in with what? 600. Sorry. Good. Perfectly okay. We are good to go. Thank you. So today we want to concentrate on top reinforcement of this particular slab. Now, as you can see this place, this is a sample given to us by Stonebridge, and the reason why we cross it like this is to tell us that we are only using this one to detail our own slab. So can I beseech you, or can I tell you that, oh yeah, sorry, let's start and begin to detail our top reinforcement. Now, how do you do that? Now, it has a principle when it comes to top reinforcement of our slab. So what we do is that, and the principle is 25% of our length of the slab. And if you have to look at 25%, so that means we are going to take our dimension. We are going to take our dimension to really know the length before we now apply the principle. So let's start. Let's take our dimension. Click here. We have what? 4,425, isn't it? So if you go by the principle, let's take our calculator. That's 25 divided by 100 is equals to 0.25. So multiply by this one, 4,425, 4,425. What do we have? Equals to what? 1,106 millimeter. That is our top reinforcement into this slab. But as for me, since it's 1,106, I add 100, which make it what? 1,206. Approximately 1,200. So that's what I'm going to add as my top reinforcement into this slab. So what will I do? How do I go about it? Let me change my color and take my reinforcement. I want this. Then my thickness, I pick this. So therefore, to differentiate between the top reinforcement and bottom reinforcement, as I've said, it has a principle, and the principle is 25% of our slab length. So I pick my reinforcement. I see it as my reinforcement because I'm acting as I'm what? I'm at the site. So therefore, I will say it's 1,200 into this slab. Based on our calculation here, let's see where's our calculation. Yes, 1,100. As I said, for me, I always add 100, just like factor of safety for my own personal designs. So now 1,000 by calculation is 1,106, but for me, I'm making it in 1,200. So that is that. So, and also let's take our top reinforcement into this slab. How do we know about this? Let me delete this. Let me remove this. So I also take my dimension from this place. This point is very, very fast. That's 1,725. So I pick my calculator. I cancel this. 1,725 multiplied by 0.25. Now we got about 0.5, which is 125 divided by 100. So which is equals to what? 431. So for me, I make it 500. So do you get it now? So I make it 500. 500. That's into this as what? 500. That is that. So you can see, let's take our measurement and see. And it's very important to put the dimension so that it will help the engineers at the site to know the top reinforcement length into each of the slab. So I have this. Good. So now we are done with this. So what about this one? Automatically, since they are of the same dimension from here to here, this one is going to be also what? The same thing. So I pick my reinforcement and I come to this place. I come to the center of this my beam, and I type what? 500. Enter. So now what about this from here to here? I also have to take my dimension and take from here, from this center to this place. Let me see. Yes. So we have a what? We have 4,250. 4,250. So what do? I pick my calculator. Sorry. I pick my calculator. Sorry. I pick my calculator. Cancel this. We say it's what? 4,250. So 0.25 multiplied by 4,250. So what do I have? That's 1,006. So I make it what? 1,100. So that's for me. What I explained earlier. I pick my reinforcement and then I come here. I put what? 1,000. What do I have? 1,000. Okay, that's 1,100. 1,100. 1,100. Enter. So I have this. Okay. Let me see. Yes, I have this 1,100. I also pick my dimension to tell the engineer at the site that for the top reinforcement into each of the slab is so dimension, so amount, which is 1,100. I remove my dimension here. I'm done here. Is there dimension here again? Okay, I put dimension here. I remove this. So this becomes my top reinforcement automatically. By the time we are doing our part 3, which we'll be calling out our dimension, you discover that from here is the same beam that is moving, isn't it? But at this point, you discover this beam as it's coming, stop here and it continues from here, which means the slab here, in terms of distance, the slab here is the length is more compared to this plate. This one look like square, but this one look like rectangle, isn't it? Which means the top reinforcement here at this point here is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same with this one, because as I said, this one looks like square, while this one looks like rectangle. So our dimension, we have to take our dimension of this particular place in order to detail our top reinforcement for this particular area. So what do? Let's take our dimension. I come here from this place into this place. We have what? Sorry, we have 5,547. Where's our calculator? We pick our calculator. Our calculator, come here, then cancel this. We have a 5,549 multiplied by 0.25, which is equals to what? 1,330. So this is 1,400. Well, that's 1,400 automatically. 1,400, because this is 1,387. So if I make it 1,400, it's still on the safer side. You understand? So 1,400. So my top reinforcement, for this particular area of my slab my top reinforcement into this slab is 1,400. Do you understand? Good. So now into this particular slab, I also take my dimension. I pick from here, from this place into this place. So I'm having what? 4,700. 4,700. I pick my calculator. I also take my principal, which says what? 25%. So I cancel this, then which is 0.25 multiplied by 4,700. So which is equal to what? 1,175, which means 1,200. So for me, my top reinforcement, let me pick my reinforcement. So from this place into this place, 1,200. Enter. So now I take my dimension to tell the engineer the length of my top reinforcement into each slab. So I also come here. I'll come here, put it here. All right. So the engineer at site automatically have known that, okay, when it comes to this place, this particular place, the top reinforcement is more compared to this place. So you can see now. So while likewise this side is 1,002. What do we have here too? Okay, 1,001. So you can see the difference. So now automatically, if you look at this, I've put the top reinforcement of this and this one. So you can see how fast this software is helping us, and it's very clean and clear compared to that of a protastructure. So the detail of protastructure, you can see how clumsy the slab is. If you take this one to site, automatically for me, I'll be confused. I might not be confused rather, actually, but it's so bothersome. I will look at it. What's all this? So which, if you take it to other engineers, the same thing. As you yourself you are watching, you can see that this one is not actually good for presentation compared to what what a stone bridge is giving onto us, which is this. So now let's continue. Automatically I'm done with this. By the time we start part 3 of this particular slab detailing, you will now see how we are going to be calling them out with clean and clear. You can see how clean and clear and accurate this slab is. So we are going to follow, as we are following this, you can see how neat it's becoming compared to what Prota actually gave us. So now, having done this, let's look at this let's look at this place. So now we take our dimension, from this point into this point. We have a 3,223. So I pick my calculator. 0.25 multiplied by 3,223. So which is equal to what? 800 plus 100. That's 900. So my top reinforcement for this particular one is 900. So I pick my top reinforcement. So I pick from here to this place into this place is what? 900. Enter. Automatically, knowing fully well that when we take our dimension of this particular slab, this is what we are having. Into this place also is going to be what? It's going to be 1,100. So I take it in 1,100. That is that. So I need to tell the engineer the dimension of my top reinforcement into each slab, which is this. And also I pick from here and I put it here into this 900. You can see. Let me move it down a little. Let me move it down a little. Let me move it down a little. Move it down. All right. In case you have not subscribed to our Ekidel channel, now to continue with this, now we are done with this one, with this one here. We are done with this. So remain this particular place. Later we are going to remove our dimensions. Now this particular one, now we are done with this slab. So we need to do another slab on this other side. Sorry, on this particular one, we need to also do for this one. In case you have not subscribed to our Ekidel channel, I will advise you to quickly do so that you can have access to our videos. There are a lot of videos that we have done when it comes to structure, just like as you're watching this one on slab detailing. So we have done a lot with structural, when it comes to structural designs. We have done a lot. So I will advise you to also, by all means, click on our channel and get some of our videos in order to become what? A better engineer. So it's very, very important. I will advise, I cannot overemphasize for you to actually, subscribe to our channel. Now let's quickly look at our calculator, carry our calculator, and also get this. For this one we have 2,661. So 2,661 multiplied by 0.25, 2,661 times 0.2 is equals to 667. That's, for me, that's 700. So my top reinforcement into this particular slab here is 700. Let me check, am I right? Okay, 600. Okay, 700. So it's 700. I enter 700. That's my top reinforcement into this slab. Automatically, since we are dealing with this particular slab, this one is 1,002. So automatically, my top reinforcement also into this particular slab is 1,200. So that you can see how fast it is and clean. By the time you finish this work, I can bet you it's going to be fantastic. In fact, every day you'll be praying for designs to come. I bet you, because to detail your slab is no longer a trouble or things to worry about. That's why I would advise you to get this software. It's interactive, very, very interactive, and flexible. I bet you it's very, very flexible. Okay, where do we have again? All right. Before we proceed, I want to use this medium to tell you that Ekidel will have a mentorship class where we train specially beyond here. Everything we are doing here, they are accurate, but knowing fully well that this is a free channel, there are other things that in the course of explaining, we might not remember to tell you. But when it comes to mentorship, I can bet you that everything we have, everything we know, definitely will be given to you. This is a place whereby we train specially. We take time, we don't consider anything. We take time to do what? To train you beyond the school and also even in the world, what's obtainable in the world. That is Ekidel for you. So this is what we do in Ekidel. In case you also want to learn, apart from, how to design structures, what about architectural aspects? If you want to also learn how to design, houses, number of stories and all of that, Ekidel is also there. We also have mentorship class where we train architects. At the same time, any other profession, as time goes on, we begin to hear a lot of visions that we have. So for now, if you are an architect, you are, planning to, we want to learn how to design professionally. even though we are still in school, can I tell you that Ekidel is a place to be. We do beyond just structural design. We also go further in architectural drawing. So in case you want to enroll, it's very simple. Just subscribe. At the same time, get our contact through our channel. Definitely, you will not regret it. Okay, let's just continue. Where do we have finished this one? So all right, where do we have again that needed to be detailed on this aspect? Okay, this one is done, this one is done. Okay, this one is okay. All right, now vertically we are done with our top reinforcement. We are looking at, because this one take care of this one take care of this, and this one, okay, this one and this one take care of each other, this one, okay, this one also take care of this one take care of this one here, and also jump to this one, okay, because they have the same thing. All right, so vertically we are done. So now horizontal top reinforcement, let's now check. Let's take our dimension and also come here from the center here, from my center point here, center of the beam, to this place. All right, what do I have? I have 4,200. So I pick my calculator. 4,200 multiplied by 0.25, which is equals to 1,050. So I make it 1,100. 1,100. So I pick my reinforcement. That's from here, from the center here into this slab, 1,100. So that becomes my top reinforcement. So now looking at this other aspect too, into this place, let's take our dimension and also check our top reinforcement from this center of this beam into this. We have a 2,850. So pick my calculator, cancel this 2,000. Let me remove it. 2,850 multiplied by 0.25 gives us 712, which means 800. So now for me, this one here, this into this is what? Automatically 800. Yes, and also enter from here to here is also what? My 800. Sorry, 800. Okay, correct. So now let's get it. We need to tell the engineer at site the length of our top reinforcement into each slab, 1,100. Okay, good. And also from this slab to this, we say is what? 800. And also from here also take it to this slab, we say is what? 800. You know how why is 800? Because they have the same, it's the same slab. This is a panel, isn't it? Into this one, this become my top reinforcement. So what about this one? Let's also check take our dimension from this point here into this point here. Sorry. Yes, good. So we have what? We have 3,820. Pick my calculator, then cancel this. The 3,825 multiplied by 0.25, which is equals to 956. So that's 1,000. I made it 1,000. So I pick my reinforcement and put 1,000. Now 1,000. Good. That's my. What about this one into this one also? I pick my reinforcement, is the same thing, 1,000. Enter. Then we need to also know what about into this reinforcement, into this slab rather. Here, take our dimension, pick my dimension from here, come to this place, into the center of this. What do I have? 1,425. So 1,425 multiplied by 0.25 gives me 356. That's a 400. So for me, that's 400. So I pick my reinforcement and now take it into this as what? 400. Enter. So now let me put I need to tell engineer at the site the length of my reinforcement into each slab. Okay, 1,000. Good. What about from here? It says what? Let's check. It says 400. All right, that's that. So we are done with that. So any other one again? When it comes to x-axis, our top reinforcement for this, we are done. Okay. Okay, I think that is all. So we are done with our top reinforcement. As we have said, we are done with our part 2 of our top reinforcement. So as you can see, we have finished indicating our top reinforcement and the principle behind it, which has been known, which is 25% of your slab length will become your top reinforcement into each slab. So what we are going to do, let's remove all this dimension. Let's check. Let's take time and check. Remove this dimension. We don't need it. Remove this dimension, we don't need it. Where do we have dimension again? Okay, here. We don't need this dimension also. This dimension also, we don't need them. So now you can see how clean it is compared to what prota detail gave to us. Last time we showed us what the prota details normally, how prota structure normally bring out the slab detailing, which is not actually good at all. So for this, I think we are done with this class, part 2 of this. Let's see me next time when we'll be talking about the part 3 of this slab detailing, which is what call out of our reinforcement, both the top and bottom reinforcement. We now see how we can call out all these reinforcement, that it will be so clean, nice. You can see how they call out these ones, how all these ones have been called out. So when we now come to part 3, we now see how we make use of this example that has been given to us by Stonebridge to detail these ones out. So till then, I remain Fashe Ochet. Till then, love you all, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Looking at this, we have done the part 1 and part 2 of this particular slab. And for you to understand this, what we are doing here, I will advise you to watch the part 1 and part 2 of this particular slab detailing. Now, there's something here I want to explain before we go further in calling out of our bars, our rebars. Now, if you look at this, it's not going to be applied. We cannot apply it here because there's a principle that says that your length of your cantilever is being multiplied by 1.5, which means whatever be your result is going to be what is going to enter into your slab in order to be able to withstand the force of this cantilever. And you know that when it comes to cantilever, we reinforce the top, isn't it? Because the tension is on the top, and you know that concrete is strong in compression and our reinforcement is strong in what? In tension. And since there's tension in terms of cantilever, the tension is on the top, we have to reinforce the top, isn't it? We have to reinforce the top. And how can we reinforce the top? There's a principle that says that the length of your cantilever is being multiplied by 1.5. And if you multiply by 1.5, that whatever be the result, that's what is going to enter into your slab in order to be able to withstand the force outside here. For example, if you now make from this point into this place, for example here, maybe this place from here to here is 1.5, and you also put 1.5 is equal, and the force here can tell to what? To cut off this place, the reinforcement to come out, or to cause a shear here. And that is why that principle is needed to be what? To be applied here. So which invariably we are saying that we are going to edit this particular reinforcement at this point before we start calling out our structural before we start calling out our rebars. Is that okay? Let's quickly do that. Let me stretch this one back inside. Let me stretch it back inside. Let me stretch it back inside. Let me take it inside back. Okay, good. All right, let me remove this. Okay, so I leave it like this. No, now this one is for my bottom reinforcement. So we need to have a top reinforcement for this particular cantilever. So how do you do that? Now let me pick let's know the dimension. First of all, let me take it from here, from this edge to this place, to this particular place is 975 millimeters. 975 millimeters. And by this principle of cantilever design, it says that my length of cantilever multiply by 1.5, which means what's my length of cantilever? That's 975 multiplied by 1.5. What do I have? Then 1462. That's what we are having. That means that's what's expected to enter into this place. But for me, I will go by this based on the principle we have been applying. I'm going to remove this dimension. I'll start from the center. I'll remove this dimension. I'll start from the center of this because my reinforcement is going to run, isn't it? So I have to be sure because this is practical at site. So now remove this. Bring out my calculator and then multiply 1088 multiplied by 1.5. 1.5, which is equals to what? 1600. So, and for me in my design, I always apply my own, which is 200 when it comes to cantilever, for the silver side cantilever, so that I can, anywhere you are, whatever they are carrying out the structure, you know that you are what? You are good to go. So which means that this one plus 200 plus what? 200, which is what? 1800, which means almost times 2 of this we enter into this into this slab. So therefore, I take my reinforcement from this point. I take it first of all into this place first. I go together into this place first. Then what we now enter? What's our value? What's our value? Where's our calculator? We have 1832. That's 1850. That's 1850. So now from this center into this place is 1850. Enter. So do you see it now? So this is what we are going to have as our top reinforcement. So as it is, this is what we're going to have at site in order to design. And let's see, this becomes my member. This becomes my member. This becomes my member. Then we can now do what? Remove our concrete cover, which is what? 25. Enter. Then 25. Enter. Have our reinforcement of this of let's say 100. Yes, 100. Then I have this. This becomes my top reinforcement. So do we get it now? So don't forget that we also have what we call our distribution bars. These are members. We have our distribution bar. So I pick my top reinforcement because this one goes all through this. So I have my top reinforcement from this place, also that runs to this place, So now, sorry, let me just set example. Okay, I can leave it like this. So now, but from here, I will know that don't forget we always have our cover, isn't it? Our cover of 25. Enter. So this becomes my what? Reinforcement for this particular place. Let me take it up to this, into this slab. It will definitely enter into this slab, but let me put it like this at this point here, at this point, and then let me push it inside by 600. Remember how we got to our 600? Go watch our part 1 rather, for you to be able to understand how the principle works. So this is how this place is supposed to be. So now let's now start our call out of our members, our rivers. Now how to do that? Now it's very simple. As I said, it's very simple. We are going to be making use of this particular sample that has been given to us. You can see how they call out this one. So that's what we are going to be doing here. So now let's start. I pick my line. Therefore, this time around, I'm going to change my line to a particular color that I want. Let me use this. And then the thickness of my since it's let me use this. So therefore, I pick my line from here into this place, to this beam here. Good. Now don't forget our cover 25 here, 25 here. Am I right? Let's measure 25. Let's be sure. Is it okay? Yes, 25. So also come to this place. We also have what? Our 25. Enter. So since we have entered it, then there's something we call our reference. So we are going to pick our reference, our indicator rather. Indicator, I call it indicator. This is our indicator. I copy it. I don't move it. As I said, don't move it. As I said, don't move it. You only copy it. I call it my indicator. So I put it here. It's my indicator. I put it here, good and fine. That's my indicator for this particular place. I also come to this place and pick the other indicator. Here's my other indicator. See it here. I pick this one, then copy it and take it to where my own is, to indicate that yes, this reinforcement is running from so place to so place. Then there's something we call bob that tells us which particular reinforcement is actually moving along that direction. So I copy it. As I said, don't move it. What I say, don't move it. Just copy because it's your sample. What I will now do now is to change my colors so that I can now start working with it. So I'll change my color now. Let's change my color. Let me change my color. Okay. As for this, sorry. As for this, okay, I don't want this color. That's how flexible this software is. Depends on what you want is to give you. Very fantastic. I will not lie to you. By the time you print this work, I bet you will enjoy it. You will enjoy the output. Then I turn this one to black. That's for my own design. I turn to black. Likewise here. Let me just match properties. Match properties and come here. Come to this place. Good. And also just automatically turn this one. Turn it to black. Good. So that is that. And then this one. This is my bob here. This is what I want to be. Okay. I want it deeper. Good. Okay, no, the same thing. I don't want. I want something different. Okay, so that by the time I'm printing out the color, it will blend. The color will blend and it will be so fantastic. So okay, no, let me use this. Good. I want to use black. All right, so now we are done with this. So let me now position properly because of my call out. Then the next thing I'll do on this particular one is to call it out. Let's take it one after the other. I'll call this one out. I'll call it out. Sorry, I'll call it out. Then I'll take a sample also from here. I'll take a sample from here. I'll take a sample from here, copy it, move it, and come to this place. Now this is my own. This is my own. I copy it. Let me move this one. Let me move it a little. Good. So let me move all of this to make my work neat. I want to move everything here. I want to move everything here, include this one. Also come here, move all of this. Let me shift it. Let me shift it a little. Good. Okay, so we can have space here, so I don't want anything that will interrupt one another. Good. So now, how do we know? Like this one, we have 31Y. My own is Y. I'm using Y12, not T. So let me edit it to Y12. Y12. So number, I'll make it number 1. I'll make it number 1. Number 1. Okay. Now, number 1. There's something we need to do. Let me come to this place. Now you discover that during our form work, we only have a space of 225. So my rebar starts from here. That's my indicator to this place. So what's our total length? Is what? 3,925. Good. And when we go to our protastructure, you will notice that what's our spacing is what? At 200, isn't it? At 200. So we now come to this place. Come here, pick my calculator, then cancel this. What's our dimension is 3,925 divided by 200 equals to 19. That's approximately, that's what? That's 20. So I come here and now pick sample from here. Pick my sample from here, copy it, move here, and come to this place and put my 20. So now I'll edit this to what? To 20. Instead of 23 to 20. Enter. So remove this dimension. I'm done with it. So I'll come here and now edit this one. 20 is what my rebar is at this point. So 20Y12, number 1 at what? To 200 bottom. So you can see we are done with this one. So the next one is, let's look at this one also. This one. So take our indicator. So this one is running from here all up to this place. So we are going to take our indicator from here and move it up to this place. Good. So now don't forget our, sorry, let me on my auto. So don't forget our 25 spacing, 25, sorry, not 15, 25. Enter. Okay, hope it's correct. Yes, 25. It's okay. Then this one also 25 up. Enter. Good. So I carry my indicator. Since I already have sample here, that's what I'm going to carry. My sample from here. Copy it. I pick it. Come here. And what? And fix it here. Good. So now it's indicating that from here to this place is running, and also from here to this place. So let me quickly finish with this one. And copy it. And move from here. Sorry, from here. Okay. Come here and fix it. Come here and fix it. No. Undo it. Okay, let me copy it again. Copy it from where? From this point here. Good. Come here, let me check the, okay, from here. Then I come here, fix it. Good. And also got to where? From here to here, and also move up. Yes, so I can fix it here also. Fix it here. Good. So now the next one is to carry up from this one too, from this my indicator here. So I'm going to explain all of this. So from here to, good, and come to this place, and fix this now, and come to this place. Where are you? Okay, come here and fix it here, and fix it here. Good. So what I will now do is that I'll continue, I'll check how it runs, copy it, I'll move from here. Good. Come here now to this one too, to this place. Yes. Okay. And also to this place. Good. No, undo this, undo this. Let me remove this, let me remove this. It's not correct. Let me remove this. So I come here and fix this. I come here and fix this. Let me pick, where are you? Okay, this wants to go up. Yes. I come here, pick this one. By the time we finish this work, I can bet you will really enjoy it. You will really enjoy it. Accurate. So now what this one is telling us is that this particular, let me quickly pick my bulb, which tells me the kind of reinforcement that is running along that side. So is this reinforcement we are indicating is this one. So which means that this particular reinforcement is running from here, you can see, to this place, also from here to this place, from here to also this place. So you can see. So what we are going to do now, what I will do is to quickly pick my line and take it out and move it out. That's, I want to call it out now, up to this place. Later I can do my trimming. So that is that. And also the next thing I will do is to take my dimension. So take my dimension from here, take this one. What is the dimension from this point to this point? 1150. So 1150, carry my calculator, you know it's 200 spacing. So 1150 divided by 200 is what? 5. That's making what? That's 6. My reinforcement here that I'm going to have here is what? Is 6. So I pick my sample from here. This is 7. I pick this one, copy it. From here I come to this place and fix my 7. So don't forget our calculation is what? Is 6. So I'll put what? I'll put my 6. Then it's okay. So that is done. Then I also take my dimension from here. I take my dimension from here, from this point, also to this point, and then take it out here. What is it? 3000. Let me get my calculator. So we have a 3550 divided by 200, which is equal to 17. That's what? That's a 18. That's my 18. So I quickly come and pick. I quickly come and pick this. It says what? It says is it 18? Let me go back. We'll check it. Our calculator. Oh, sorry. 3550 divided by 200 equals to, yes, 18. 18. Quickly enter my 18. Enter. So you can see 18. So we also take our dimension from here. Our dimension again from this place and come here. Let's zoom it. Let's zoom it from this point. Yes, zoom it to this place. We take it to this place, and what do we have at this point? So we take it back and see what we have. We have 2575. So 2575, that's what we're having. So we cancel it. You now say 2575 divided by 200. 2575 divided by 200. Okay, so equals what? 12. That's what? That's a 13. That's what we're having. That means 13 of that will be running along this along this place, along this place. Sorry, 13 of it will be running along this place. We just got the dimension. So what are we going to do? I pick my number that I've already have here at this point here. I quickly pick it, zoom it, copy this value here. That's what I'm going to do. I'll copy this value, then go to this place, copy it, and then take it up to this place where I just got my number of bars that will run on this particular place. So I put it here. So what was my value? Let me check. What was my value? 12. That's we say was what? Is 13. So here again, I will type my what? My 13. Double click and type my what? My 13. Come up. Okay. 13. 13. Okay, that's what we have. So 13. So remove this my dimension. I remove this my dimension now because I don't need it anymore. That's 13. So if you now look at it now, what we have here, it means that this particular slab this particular slab here, this my bob is telling us that it's moving from this place up to this place, and from here up to the second one we just did, and up to this the last one up here. So now we are going to add them all together to have our total rebar up to that place. So now what we are going to do is to add this 6, 18 and 13 together. So let's add 6, 18 and 13 together and see what we have. So we have a 6 plus 18, sorry, plus 18 plus 13 equals to what? 37. So we are having 37. Hope we are correct. This plus this, let me get it again. 6 plus 18 plus 13, that's what? That's 37. That's what we are having. So 37. So we now go there and pick 37. We should not forget 37. So we now go up and carry sample that we already have here to do what? To detail that is 13 numbers of that reinforcement that will take care of that place. So copy this. This one is not 20. This one is 20. When we are going to copy is 20 is 37. So I bring it up to this place. I bring it to this place. Let's position good. I bring it to this place. Since it's here, I double click on it to now have our 37 reinforcement. So let's wait and see. Sorry, the system is slow. You discover that if your system is very fast and all of that, you discover this one will not take you much time. Before you know it, you are done. So let's quickly wait for it and let it come up. While we are waiting for it, I want to tell you that Ekidel, we have a mentorship class where we train further than this particular class, because this is a free channel. It's not everything we give out here. There are some things we want to say, but because we are considering a particular aspect, we might not be able to say it. But in mentorship class, you discover that everything we have, everything we know, we are going to give it what to you. So that one, there's nothing like what time restriction, nothing of such. So now I enter my 37. So 37. Then Y12 number, how many we added together? 3. So I make it my 3. That's how I do my own. So because at what 200 spacing. So that is that. We have that already. So the next one we are going to be doing. So let's zoom it and see which one again. We have called out this. We have called out this one here, and we have also called out this second one. So the next one we are going to be calling out is this one. So we are going to call out this particular one. That's what we are going to do now. So let's take our line and see. I pick my line. From where is it running from? So if I look at this, how is it running? I told you the other time that this beam is running like this up to this place, isn't it? Except that that other one. So but notwithstanding, it's the same thing we are having. So we are going to run it all through that. So I go, here we go. Good. Oh sorry, undo. Here we go. Make it straight. Alright. That is that. So the next thing now is to see and begin to remove our cover. So let's take our 25. Come on. Our 25 is here. Sorry. Let's take it back. Okay. So now let's take our 25. Enter. I got this. Move it here. Good. And also from here like this, I copy it from here. Make sure you copy it correctly. Copy from here and come here. I put it here. Sorry, undo. Doesn't matter. Yes, copy it. Yeah, not from here. Copy it. You have to save time, so you can just copy like this from here. Then come to this place. We need it here, and also this one. Where is it? Also, we need it here. No, we don't need it here. So where do we need it? We need it here. So we put it here again. We need it here, and up here. Do we need it? No. So we don't need it here. So where do we need it? Let's pick this one again. We pick this one, and also copy. It's 25. All is 25. Copy from here. Put it here. Yes, we are done. And also, do we need it for this one? No. So where do we need it? We need it here. We need it here. and also we need it here. Good. So now, which means that if you look at this, it means this top bars is from here to this place. Sorry, is from here to this place. Let's put our bob. Let it indicate. Let's carry our bob. Copy or carry our bob. Copy it and come here and indicate that this is the reinforcement we are referring to. That owns that. So that means from here to here, then this place is not, there's nothing to also go from here to here and from here to here. So the next thing we are going to do is to take our dimension and then begin to take it out. Okay. No. Sorry, there's a mistake here. There's a mistake here. There's a mistake here. Let me copy it again. Let me copy it again. So I'll move this time around. I'm moving it from here to this. So this one here, I move it to this. So let's now measure to be sure that yes, it's correct. See, 25. That's good. So we now take our dimension now to get our number of reinforcement top bars that will run on this one here, 1000. So which means it's the same thing with this one, the same thing with this. So we copy this one directly into this, copy it and put it here. So I delete. I don't need this dimension. I delete dimension. So also from here, if you look at this, from here to here, it's also the same thing, isn't it? Number of bars. So I can also copy this one. So you can see if I have to calculate it, it's the same thing. So I copy it, I paste it here. So that is that. I'm done with that one. So this place, I don't need it. So I don't need it here. So I come here again. So the top reinforcement here is going to be what? The same thing. So I also copy this one. I copy it. I put it here. I put it here. I'm coming. Let me look for a place. Let me look for a place and put it. I put it here. Good. Now to be sure to know what we are talking about. Let's just take a sample and see. So you know that what we are talking about is for the top reinforcement. Let's take it from this point to this point to this point. What do we have? 3925. So we take our calculator, cancel 3925 divided by 200. That's what? 19. That's 20. So you can see that is actually okay. So what do we do? Then you carry our top this thing, our call out, and paste it here. But don't forget this one is what? T. So we are going to edit this one and name it as what? As T. As T1. That's my top. That's my T1. So you can see. So then how many do we have? So since this place and this place is the same, and also this one and this one is the same, and so this one and this one is the same, that means our total is going to be the same thing with this one. So what do? I can leave it like this. This time around is top, not bottom. So do you understand it now? It's top, not bottom. So that one is done. Is that okay? Are we together? That one is done. Okay, so let's start. So let me delete my dimensions. I don't need this dimension. I don't need them here. I delete the dimension. Then I also come to this present dimension here. So I don't know, you can see how neat everything is coming out. Everything is coming out clean. So this is how we'd call out our bars, our rebars. This is our call out of our reinforcement. So that's what we are doing. So you can see how neat it's coming out. Everything perfectly okay. So by the time we finish this, in fact, you will enjoy detailing your slab. So we are going to continue even that of beams and the rest. So all we are going to detail. So but for now we are concentrating on slab. The next one, let's pick this one and see. Let's detail this one here. Let's detail this one here and see. Let's pick our line. My line, I pick my line, I come here, sorry. My line, I pick my line, I come to this place. This one here. At this point here, I click on this point, sorry. From here, then down to, so let me on my auto snap, then down to this place. Sorry. Now this one, the way this one run is running, it's not coming down, it's going to stop somewhere here. It's going to stop somewhere here. So it's not going to run all through. Is that okay? It's not going to run all through. It's going to run from this place where my cursor is up to this this place. So therefore, let's also take our indicator to indicate where this reinforcement is going to start from and where it's going to end. Okay. So this one I have to move it up to this place. So let me take my concrete cover of this, which is 25, enter, then copy this, copy my indicator from here. Let me move it. copy my indicator from here and paste it here. So then that is that. Oh, sorry, I've not copied this. So copy this and put it here. Good. And that's that. And also come here and copy this from this place also into into this place. Good. Which means that this particular reinforcement is moving from this place to this place because of this this place. So we are also going to take our dimension and also look at it from here, from this point to this point is 701. So 701. So we pick our calculator, cancel this. 701 divided by 200. So what we have, 3, that's approximately, that's 4. So we have 4 bars that will run from that place. We have 4 bars that will be running from that place to the end. So I pick it and I paste it here. Okay, undo. I pick it and paste it here. Let me off my hand snap so that, okay, I paste it here. So that means we have a 4 instead of 3. Let's check our calculator. We have okay, sorry, 701 divided by 200 is equals to what? Yes, that's 4. So that's 4. So I double click this and put my 4. Sorry, I put my 4. So that is that. So what about my bulb? So I pick my bulb to indicate that is that particular reinforcement that is moving along that direction. So this one, I move it out for clarity. I move it out a little for clarity. So as you can see, so I have now call it out from here, from this point. I call it out. Sorry, it's not okay. I call it out from here. I call it out from this point to this place. Sorry. Yes. To this place. I move this. I move this one. Sorry, no, I copy it. Not move. I copy it into this. And how many do we have? Escape. We have 4. We have 4. So we click, then enter 4. But this time around, it's not top, it's bottom. It's bottom. So that is that. So the next one we'll be looking at now is to call out this particular one. So how did it run? How is this one is going to run? It's going to run from here to this place. So let's take our line and also call it. Okay, let me use this place because of enter. Let me use here. Okay, at the same time, let me put 25. My 25. I bring it down 25. Enter. Then pick my indicator. As I said, I always call it my indicator. It tells you what is happening from where to where your reinforcement is running from and to. So take this one, 25, enter. So that is that. I think I'm done with this. So this one run from here to this place. Yes, this one run from here to this place. Then pick my bulb, copy it, copy my bulb, then put it here, copy my bulb. Good. So then what do we do again? Let's pick our dimension Okay, so okay, we have not finished. Then pick this, copy it, come here, pick it and paste it here. Yes, so take my dimension and dimension from here, pick my dimension from this place to this place. Okay, hope it's correct. No, pick my dimension from here. Good. To this place. By the time you finish your work, you discover that in fact it's going to be wow. So what do we have? We have 2,944. So I carry my calculator, press 2,944 divided by 200. So what do I have? I have 14. That's a 15. That's 15. So I pick my number. I say it says what? It's 15. So I put it here as what? 15. So I change this to 15. 15, then enter. Then what do? I remove this dimension. So what do? I call it out. I call it out, and don't forget it's bottom. I call it out. I have this, so I come here. It's still bottom too. Copy it. Come here and paste it. So how many do we have? We have 20 of it that's coming from here to this point here. So 20. So no, sorry, 15. It says 15. 15. Am I right? Let's go back again. Let's go back. Where's our calculator? Okay, 14. Yes, 15. So it says what? 15 and top, and it's what? 1. It's 1. I'm putting 1. Why I'm putting 1? Because how many am I calling out? How many of them do I have? It's only from here to this place. It's only 1. Where you have 2, you have 2. Where you have 3, I put 3. So if it's up to 4, I put as my number 4. So that is that. So we are done with this one again. So another one is to come and also pick. You see, we have not done this one. We have not called out this one. So let's call out this one. How is this one going to run? It's going to run from here. Okay, we have not done this one too. So this particular one. So it's going to run from here. Let's see, from here to this place. Good. From here to this place. Then my 25. I bring out my 25. Enter. Also from here. 25. Enter. Take this. Copy it. Zoom it to get the accurate, to have accuracy, and also come to this place and paste. Good. I paste it here. So I also pick this one here, copy it, move it to this place. Good. Now we have to call it out. Also call it out. How many do we have? How many of it are we going to have in this case? How many are we going to have in this case? So now I carry my dimension. I pick my dimension. I pick my dimension from here, from this point to this point to this point, and bring it out. How many do we have? We have 2,500, and we have 2,500. It's going to be the same thing because from here to here, and don't forget that we have from here to here, which is what, 13. But let's just take it. Let's calculate it. So we have 2,000. Let's calculate it. 2,575 divided by 200 is what? That's 13. So you can see it's 13. So it's correct. So to remove my dimension, I just pick this one. I pick this, copy it, move it, and also let me turn this. I also put it where? I put it here. So what do? I call it out. So this one is top. So I'm going to have 13 top. 13 top. So I pick this, copy this from here, from this point to this point. Good. So I change it to what? To 13. Am I right? To 13. Let's see. What do I have? 13. So I change it to what? To 13. 13. Then how many is 1? Is what? Number 1. And then is what? Is bottom or top? Is top. So it's top. So you put as what? T. As my T1. So then enter. So we are done. So this is 13. So 13 of it. That's what we're having on this place. So you can see how neat our work is. You can see how neat it is. So that is that. So we have picked. We are done with this one. So what about this one? Have we done this one? No, we have not done this one. And this one is running from where to where? This place. So now pick my line again. I'm going to start from here. Pick it from here. I'm coming from this point. I take it all through to this place. I'll take it all through to this place here. Good. So what do? Then it's going to run from here to this place. This time around from here to this place. So I quickly take my 25, enter, then pick one of these, then copy it, copy this, move it to this place. Good. So where do we have it again that we need to move? So what about this place? Okay. Let me zoom it. Okay. I'm going to copy this. Now this time around I'll copy it from here. Sorry. Let me see. Correct. I copy it from here. Then move it. So I'm going like this. So am I going to detail this place? No, it has been detailed. So what about here? Yes. So I come here and paste it there. So also come to this place. My 25 downwards, 25, enter. Also come to this one and pick. You see, I have all the samples around me. So take this. It doesn't take time at all. It doesn't take time. Put it here. Good. So what am I going to do again? That means that this top is running from here to this place. Understand? So I also jump from here to this place. So let's now check our dimension from here to this place. So pick my dimension. From here, from this point. Sorry, I need to indicate this place. So pick here like this, copy this, move it, and indicate that yes, it's running from so place to this place. Good. So now we are done with this. So pick my dimension. I pick my dimension from here. Sorry, pick my dimension from this point to this point. Good. So what am I having? 4,000. That's 4,975. Carry my calculator. Cancel this. 4,975. Am I correct? 4,970. Okay. 75 divided by 200, which is equal to 24. That's 25. So I'm having 25 of it. So you can see I'm having 25 of it running along that side. So I copy it. I copy this. I copy this. I come here and paste. I'm coming here. I paste it here. So what do I have from my calculator? From my calculator, 25. 25. I click on this. sorry, I click on this, I double click on this and have it as what? 25. Good. So hope I'm correct. Yes, it's correct. 25. Then I also come here. How many do we have at this point here? How many are we having? We take our dimension also from here to this place. Carry my dimension line, dimension, put it here, and also come here and click. Good. So what are we having? We are having 2444. Let's pick my calculator. Cancel 2944 divided by 200. So what do we have? 14. That's 15. That's 15. That's 15. So it's the same thing with this one. You see, it's the same thing with this. So I'll just pick this one here, and come to this place where I'm having it. We have to have that reinforcement, which is on this one. Then what do? I pick my bulb. Don't forget to have not pick our bulb. Pick my bulb to indicate that this is the reinforcement we are talking about. Put it here. So that is that. So you can see we have called out this one. So we remove this our dimension. So let's remove it. Permit me to finish. When I'm about to detail this one, I'll call this one out. Then I'll turn it off because of time. At the same time, to reduce the time, also the number of time of consumption. So let me quickly finish this one, this particular particle call out. Then when I'm about to call out this slab, then I'll turn it on. So please let's quickly do that. All right, welcome back. So that is that. So the same thing we have been doing is what I just did. I only paused it to to reduce the time. That is why we talked about it last time, the other time, that Ekidel mentorship class is a place whereby time is not it's not a reason. It doesn't restrict us. So that in Ekidel mentorship, we deal with everything from beginning to the end. But because this one is a free channel, we have to pause in order to reduce our time. So but now welcome back. So you can see how our work is neat. All the vertical call out of our rebars, we are done with it. So the only thing that's remaining now is this cantilever. I purposely pause it so that we can do this one together. So knowing that this one here where my mouse is, this one here, sorry, where my cursor is, this is the distribution bar. So it's going to run from here all through to this place, and also from here to to this particular place. So why this one here is my main bar. This one you are seeing here is my main bar. So why this one is my distribution bar. So let's do that. So before we finish, I want to say that we have a Ekidel group whereby all the engineers, within the country, outside the country, we have a platform which is Ekidel group. And this platform, any question you have, you can ask. In fact, if there's anybody that asks question that you don't have answer to, you can also respond. So it's a place whereby we are trying to build up engineers in this world that will make engineering a better place and the world a better place when it comes to engineering. So I want to tell you that Ekidel is a place to be, and I believe that you will be enjoying. If you have been watching our videos, you can see and testify that Ekidel is actually a place to be. So therefore, let's start and detail this particular distribution bus that's going to run from this place also to this place, and from here to this place. Let's start. I pick my line from here. I pick my line. As usual, it's going to be from here. My top is going to be from somewhere here. Let me pick to this place. Also to this place. Just watch what I'm going to do. Then I move it. Here's my move. I move it from here to this place. We have already removed our 25. Understand, right? So this one is going to be a distribution bus. So therefore, I also come here and copy my indicator. Carry one of my indicator, which is then delete this dimension. Copy my indicator from here. Copy it. I come here. Carry it to this place. To this. Then also remove my 25 from here. 25. Enter. Also copy this. Sorry, copy this one, copy this from here. Also I move to this place and paste and put it here. Then don't forget, also from this point, I have it from this point to this level here. Good, to this level here. So I pick my indicator. I pick my indicator from here, copy it from here. I come here and paste it here, and also, okay, this one is done. I copy this one like this. Sorry, not move. I copy this. Sorry, I copy this, then copy it from this particular direction, from here. Good. From this place, and I come here and paste it. So we now call it out now. So we're going to call this one out. Don't forget, you have to pick your bulb. So let me pick my bulb. So I pick my bulb, copy my bulb from here, and come whatever to tell us that this is the reinforcement we are referring to. Good. So now let's call it out. And this time around, don't forget, it's going to be top. It's top we are talking about. So I pick it up here like this. Then take our dimension, pick our dimension, and get how many number of bars that's going to move from here to this particular place. So we have a, what's the total? We have a 712. So cancel this one. 1712. Am I right? 1712. Yes. Divided by 200 because it's still the same space. Assuming it's 150, then it's like 150 spacing. So this one, that's 8. That's a 9. We have a 9. So I pick my number. Then I copy it from here. I copy from here. I come here to this place and paste. So let me move it a little. Let me move it and move it to this, which is good. So I remove my dimension. I'm done with my dimension. So don't forget, what do we say our course we have a 9 of it. So double click and put what? Our 9. So that is that. So also come here. How many do we have? So pick my dimension. Pick my dimension and come to this place and put, we have what? 925. So carry my dimension. 925 divided by 200. So it's what? It's 4. That's a 5. That's 5. It's advisable that you should always add 1. So that's 5. So I carry my number. I copy my number. I come here, copy it, and come here and paste it. Let me off my stop. So come here and let me paste it here and change the figure to what? To 5. Good, because it's 5 we're having. It's 4 point something. That's 5. It's advisable you always add 1. So that is that. So what's our total? Let's call it out. Let me pick from here, copy it, and come to this place and paste it. Good. So now, but don't forget that this one is what? Is T. Is T. So we have what? 5 plus 9, that's 14. So we have what? 14 of it, and is what? Is top. Is T. It's our T. You got it? That's our T1. That's our T1. So we can now see. So we are done. So this one is running like this, from here like this up to this, and like that. So that's how it is. So now, as I've said, you can see how this work is very, very neat. So we are going to stop here. Then part 4 is when we are going to finish this detailing of this slab. This is part 4, because we just finished with a vertical, call out of all the vertical reinforcement. We just finished it now. So we remain horizontal reinforcement that we need to do what? To call this one out. Like this one, we have not called this one out. We have not called this top reinforcement out, and also the top reinforcement, this bottom reinforcement, we have not also called it out. And some of them, like this one, also we have not called it out. So we are the what? Horizontal reinforcement that we need to what? To call them out. Till we meet then in our part 4. I remain engineer Fashe Ochet. So therefore, as I've said, we have a mentorship class, Ekidel, where we train every engineers, even architects. If you're in school, you want to become professionally sound, Ekidel is a place to be when it comes to architectural drawing. So till then, we meet in our part 4 where we finish this slab detailing of this particular structure. Goodbye. Sorry, let me just take you around it so you can see how neat it is. You can see very neat, clean, and clear. So you can see very, very neat. By the time you print this work, it's going to be wow. Even your client will be happy. Engineer at site will also be happy. So I think we need to bring out the value from this particular place. Let's bring out our dimension from this particular place. Let's pick our dimension. Pick my dimension, and come here, so that engineers at the site will know that yes, it's from the length of this reinforcement into this slab. You will not get confused at site. So it's very, very important. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. From here to this. So you can see 1.85 meters. So that's the length of our slab. So let's remove this. Let me remove this. Let's remove dimension. This dimension, we don't need all these dimensions. We don't need them. Let me delete. Alright, so that is that. So till we meet in our part 4, till then, please try and practice and go through it over and over so that we can master it very well. The reasons why we have done 1 or 2 things so that you can master it. The work is coming out clean. So therefore, let's start and call out our reinforcement. So therefore, let's pick our line. I pick my line from here, from this my beam to this cantilever here. Okay, let me move it down a little. Let me move it down a little. Alright, so therefore my cover 25, enter. Also on this side 25, enter. So I come here and I pick my sample of my indicator. The sample of my indicator is very, very important. So I pick this. This is my sample of my indicator. I pick this one, copy it. As I always say, don't ever move. You copy because this is your sample. So I come here, come this place, then fix it. Good. So as I always do, I have my own color that I'm using for this particular detailing. So I use it for this. Good. And this one, it says what? It's black. So good. So let's go back and also do the same thing for this other side and pick our sample from Stonebridge. So I copy it again. I copy it from here. I also move fast and I come to this other side. Then I fix it here. Good. So since I have this one, I'll do what? I match my properties. Good. And then this one, match it. So this is what I will now be using. I continue. Is that okay? So now let's call it out. Call it out from here to this direction, towards this direction. Then pick our sample. Don't forget we have not carried our bob. Let's pick one of the bobs. One of the bobs is very important. It's one that is telling us the reinforcement we are actually, we are moving. That is moving along that direction. Good. This is our indicator. This is my indicator, and this indicator is telling me, and this bob is now telling me that this reinforcement here is moving along this direction. So do you understand it now? So therefore, let's now take example from this our Stonebridge. Copy this, move this, and come and paste it here. Let me paste it here. Okay, let me move it backward a little. I move it. Alright. Oh, sorry. Let me delete this one. Okay. Now therefore let's calculate. What's our and its bottom? Let me see. Is it bottom? No, it's top. It's top. So this is top, our member. So therefore, what do? Let me pick my dimension and let's pick from here how it runs. It's running from this point. Good. From this point into to this what? To this point. So what do we have? We have what? 3,263. I pick my calculator. 3,263. 3,263. Am I right? 3,263. Okay. Divided by 200. Because that based on our protastructure is 200. Is that okay? It's 200. Assuming it's 150, we will have said that we will have used 3,263 divided by 150. Sorry, 150. You understand? But based on our prota, is what is 200. Our spacing is 200. So therefore, I say 3,263 divided by 200. So I have what? I have 16 bars. 16, that's 17. We have said in our part 3 that we should always add 1. That's 17. How many? That's 17. So I come here, I pick my number. So I also come here and pick example of my numbers. Example of my numbers. So I pick this one. So I come here, I copy, I take it there, and then I paste it here. Okay. So and you say it's what? It's 17. So it's 16 in calculation that we have said we always add 1. So that's 17. Good. That's 17. So I bring it down. A little. I bring it down. So if I like, let me do something here. Okay. So that's 17. So let me cut this place. Where's my rectangle? So I can trim. Sorry. Let me come click and trim. Good. So remove this. So I remove that. So this is it. So we now have 17. It's 17 top. I have my what? 17 top. Not 21 this time around. 17. Then Y12. And how many do I call out? 1. So I also make it what? 1. Then it's T. That's my T. Do you see it now. So that is that's so we are done with this particular one. So let's pick another one again. Pick my line, and also which one again? Okay, let's pick this one. Let's pick this one from this point. From this point here, let's call it out. Let's move it out. Let me see how I can put this one that is not interrupt. Okay. No, it's interactive. You are the engineer, so you are going to think of how to go about your designs. So I put it here. Good. So I carry my bulb. I pick another bulb to indicate. Sorry. I pick this bulb. Sorry. Let me zoom it. Good. I pick this bulb. This is my bulb. I also come and indicate that this is what I want to deal with. Good. So this place, my 25. Don't forget 25. My 25. Enter. Enter. Come here and pick the sample that we already have. I pick this one. This is my sample. Sorry, let me delete this dimension. Yes, I pick this my sample. I pick this my sample. Copy it. Copy from here. Copy from here. I put it here. Good. So how is it running? It's running from here to this place. Is it up to this place? No, it's from here to this place. So I also pick the other one. I also pick this. So this is my indicator. As I always say, it's my indicator. And my bulb tells me the reinforcement that is moving along that side. So sorry, let me pick it properly. Let me pick it so I don't need to bother myself of setting. So copy this. I copy it from here. Good. I come here. You discover if by the time I measure it, it's going to be the same 25. It's going to be the same 25. Is that okay? So let's see. Let's take our measurement from here. From this point to this point. What do we have? 25. You can see this 25 is accurate. So it's this one that is moving from here to this place. So let's take our measurement. How many of these that we need in this to detail this slab? So to this place we have 2,942. Pick my calculator. 2,942 divided by 200. 2,942 divided by 200, which is equal to 14. That's 15. That's 15. We need 15 of it. So 15 of it. So I pick this my sample here. 15 of it. I come here. Then I come here, and paste it. Sorry. Undo. I come here. I come to this place. And I paste it here. I paste it here. It says what? Sorry. It says how many? This is on our calculation. It says what? 15. So we come here and put our 15. 15. So I did it 15. Put my 15. Good. So that means 15 that is running from here. This one, you need 15 of this to move from here to this place. So we take it out and carry this sample and also do what? And copy it and bring it down. And bring it down straight to this. Is it top or bottom? Let me edit. Let me edit this. This is my 15. This is my 15, and also it's also 1. It's one of it. It's 1. Okay. But this time around it's a bottom. So I'll put B, my B2. That's my B2. Understand? So that is that. So we are done with that. So let me remove my dimension. So all the dimension should be removed when you finish your work. All the dimensions should be removed except the one that you are using to tell the engineer at the site that this is what you want him or her to do at site. Is that okay? So it's very, very important. Okay, the next one, let's pick our line. Let's pick our line. Let's take this one. So it's running from here, from this point to this point here, and then we take it out. So let's move it. Let's move this one up a little to make our work neat. Okay. Okay, let's move it. Then our 25, enter. Then also here. Okay, sorry, let me delete this. Oh, sorry, undo. Let me remove this one, extend it to this place. Good. So alright, so this place also, take my 25 inside, sorry, 25, enter. Good. 25. Let me remove this. Good. 25, and also from here we have our 25. Good. Let me pick my indicator. As you all know, we have our indicator. So this is my indicator for this. I copy it. I'm copying it from here. Come to this place and paste it here. Good. Oh, sorry, I not copy it all. Copy from here. Where are you? Okay. Copy from here. This particular one. It's part of my indicator. It's very important. Very important. So alright, I have it here. So now also, where do I need it? I need it somewhere. Let me take it. Let me copy it again. I'm sorry. Let me copy it. I copy it from this point. Sorry, I want to be accurate. Okay, from this point, I also need it here. I need it here. Then where do I need it again? Okay, let me pick the other one, the other face of my indicator. Copy it from here. Good. From here, and come here and paste it here. So now I haven't done that. Where do I also need it again? Alright, copy it from here again. Let me make it accurate. Okay, copy from here and also paste it here. Good. So now that means this hour. Let me take my bulb that is telling me the reinforcement that is running along that side. I paste it here. Good. So this is it. Now let's take our number of numbers. Let's pick our numbers. Where do you have it? Where do I have my sample of my number? Okay, let me pick this and copy this one. I come here, let me remove my auto. I come here, I put this one here, I put this one here, then I'll edit it. So is that okay? I will edit it. So let's take our dimension and calculate from here to this place. It's what? 1450. So 1450 divided by 200 equals to 7. That will make it 8. So after you always add 1, you make it 8. So that is that. Remove my dimension. I also come here, pick my dimension, also move from this point also to this point. What do we have? 4150. So 4150 divided by 200 equals to 20. That's 21. So I come here, I edit. That's I have what? 21, then remove my dimension. So I'll remove my dimension. Okay, I call this one out now. Let's call it out from here. Don't worry, we are going to trim. When we finish, we are going to trim all these lines. Let's copy this from here to this place. Sorry, let me move it. Let me move this one. Let me move it out. Good. Now how many do we have here? This is 21 plus 8. That will be what? 29. So here we have what? 29. So put 29. Alright. Then how many do we call out? Added up is 2. So I put as my number 2. Also, is it bottom? Yes, bottom. So you can see it's bottom. So that one we are done with that. So now the next one, let's look at another one and pick. So let's pick this one. This is our top reinforcement. This one runs like this up to this place all through. So we're going to pick it from here. I'm going to pick this one from here. Let me see. Okay, let me see it like this. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one like this. Let me move it down a little. Let me move it out a little. Then let me adjust my length. Let me adjust it. Let me take it up. Okay, not really. Okay. Let me move it so that everything will be clean and clear. Okay, let me position it here because of my bulb. I pick my bulb from here. I also take this and put it here. Good. So I'm put it here. This is okay. So the next thing is to put our what? Indicators. Let me adjust this. Let me move it down a little. It's better this way. Let me move it down a little. Let me interrupt this. Okay, you can manage this one here. Let's move it like this so they will not interrupt one another. Okay, so we can now do our call out. Now let's take our indicators. Sorry. Escape indicators for this. Don't forget. Let me adjust this. So this there from here. 25. Come on. 25. Cancel. 25. Enter. So let me pick my indicator. I have my sample of indicator here. So I copy this one. From here. I come to this place and paste. Good. So now from here also, let me copy from here. Automatically I know what I'm going to do because I will need it. Let me finish from one side. Let me trace. Okay, I pick from here, then I put it here. Good. So that's that. And also now this other direction, I also have this one, I have this one, then this one also. I pick from this, then copy it from here, from this place. I come here and paste. Also I come here and also paste. You see, if you have to take our measurement, let's take our measurement, you see that it's accurate of 25. Sorry, you can see it's 25. So if you know how to position it very well, you really enjoy it. That's just it. So we are now going to be calculating and call it out. That's what we are going to be doing now. Let me see. Let's take our dimension. Pick our dimension. Come here. Come to this place. Come to this place from here. From this point. Do it from this point to this point here. That's what we'll be doing. From this point to this point. What do we have? We have a 4,425. I'm right. Cancel this. 4,425 divided by 200. 4,425 divided by 200. We are having what? 22. So we always add one. That's make it what? 23. So that's 23. That's what we have. 23. So I pick this my number 23. I copy this my number. This is 23. I'll copy this one and take it to that place where I have a 23. So let me off my unsnap. Yes, come here and position it as what? 23. Let me just keep this one here. So when I finish calculating this one, I can just edit it. So this one. So I come back here and then enter what? Type my 23. Type my 23. Let's confirm it. 22. Yes, that's 23. Correct. So 23. That's what we have. So come up. 23. Enter my 23. Enter my 23 figure. 23. That is that. So I also come here. We're done with this. So I also come here and take my dimension also and see what we have for us to calculate. Come here again. Let's do from this point, from this particular point. Correct. So we move to this point here. Now it's very important that you take your dimension and also divide. And this one is as a result of what we got. We are dividing by 200. That's our base spacing, because from our protastructure, that's what we got. So I don't know if you got what I'm trying to explain. So that's why we are using 200. Assuming there's a part of it that we have a 150, that place that has one, we have to take note of it and then detail that place, especially on what? By 150 spacing. So let's continue. This one we have a 5,274 divided by, I hope I'm correct, 5,274 divided by 200. So what do we have? We have 26 plus 1, that's 27. So I come here again and then edit this to 27. So I did this one to what? 27. I did this to 27. 27. I click 27. 27. No, sorry, 27. So okay. So what we are going to do now, let's call it out. So we are going to take example from here. This example here. We copy this example. We move it from here. Sorry, copy from here and come and paste it here. So we are copying. We are not moving. Please let's take note of that. So escape. Then this one, is it bottom or top? The one we are reinforcing is top. So it's going to be my T2. Sorry, my T. So now I'm going to edit this. So 27 plus 23. If you look at it, so 27 plus 23. So what I'm going to be having here will be 50. Will be 50. So that's what I'll be having here. 50. Will be 50. So I enter my 50 here. 50 here. Then how many did I call out? 2. 2 also. As may have up to 4 that I added together, it will have been 4 or 5. So this one is what? Is T. So I put as my what? As my T. Then okay. Because 27, yes, that's 40, that's 50. So we are good to go. So the next one is to pick. Let me remove my dimension here first. Let me remove my dimension. Remove this. Remove the dimension, and also we also come here and also remove our what? Our dimension. It's very important to make our work very, very neat. As you can see how neat this work is. By the time you print it on your A4, I bet you, even yourself, you'll be happy that indeed you are a structural engineer. Okay, the next one, let's pick our line. Let's detail this particular one. So let's zoom it. So you come here, pick this, and let's take it out. Let me on it. Take it out. I bring it out here. I bring it out here. Then have my 25. Then pick my bulb to indicate. I pick my bulb. Come here. Pick it. Come to this place. Which one am I detailing? Am I referring to this one? So come here. Take my 25. 25. Enter. Also at this point. So at this point it's also 25. So let me just take my call out indicator. I call it indicator. I enjoy it so much. My indicator is interaction. We are interacting. We are communicating. That is it. We are communicating. So that is that. And also take my indicator from here. Also copy from here. Then this time around, I'll not copy from here. I'll copy from this place. Then come here and then put it at this point. Good. So if I measure this place, you discover that is what is still to give me my 25. So you see 25. So that is that. So I'm going to call out this now. So let's call it out. Okay, before then let me do my calculation first. Let me do my calculation first from here. From this point to this point. That's the 4,422. That means all the same thing with this. That means the same thing with this. I don't need to even bother, because if you look at this and this one is the same thing, so no need. So I just remove this, copy this, and then copy this one and paste it here. So we are done. So at the same time, our call out. Now I pick this one, copy this one, I bring it down to this. Let me adjust it. I bring it down to this. Then how many? We have what? 23, because this one is running only on this span. So it's going to be what? 23. That's what I'm having here. 23. Yes, and then number what? Number 1. That's 1. Then how is it, top or bottom? It's bottom. B2. So that's my B2. Good. So we are good to go. That's B2. Then the next one we are going to be looking at. Let's look at our top reinforcement here. My top reinforcement, where is it from? Let's delete this. So my top reinforcement, I also pick my line. It's also running from this point also, like this, or let me take it from here. It's running from this place. Let me make it like this, all through. Let me adjust it. Let me bring it down small. Okay. So this is it. So let me pick my bulb. Copy my bulb from here. Bring it. Which one are we talking about? I'm talking about this. So okay. So the next thing is to call out my 25. Let me bring out 25 spacing. Then also quickly copy this. Copy this one from here, from this point to this point here. Good. Then let me also carry it. Sorry, let me just continue with it from this point. Then copy it and finish this one first. Let me see. Let me zoom it. Okay. So where do we need this one again? Okay, this one comes like this. So we come here, position it here, and also position it here. Okay. So which one again? I also pick my indicator, carry my indicator from this side, come here, copy it, and also come here again, come to this side and do it, and then come here again, and then come to this side and also copy it. Copy it. Yes, from here, and also along this side. I need it here. Good. I also need it here. I need it here. So that means from here to here, okay, good and fine. So the next thing is to have my numbers. Let me quickly position my numbers to waste time. Let me position my numbers. Let me on off my alt snap. Let me position my numbers. Also come here. So I'll just only edit once I've gotten my number of reinforcement that place need. I also position my number. Let me put it here. Okay. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. Let me also copy this one, copy this, and then position it here. Okay. So now let's start the number of bars that we need on this particular place. Let's calculate. This one also is going to be 23, isn't it? It's going to be 23. Automatically, it's going to be 23, isn't it? Because from this place to this place, If you divide by 200, it's going to give us the same thing, isn't it? So it's going to give us the same thing. So this one is okay. So then come to this place. This way we need to get our dimension and then get the number of bars. So sorry, it's not properly positioned. Yes, from here to this place, what do we have? 1450 divided by 200. 1450 divided by 200. So we have what? 7. I said we always add a 1. That's make it what? That's 8. So here I put what? I put my 8. I put my 8. Then remove my dimension. Alright, that one is done. So also come here and pick my dimension. What is it from here? From this point to this point. So what do we have? 3,500 and that's 3,544. So I come here, I pick 3,000, 3,500 and let me move this one to this side. 3,544 divided by 200. Divided by 200. Let me move it up. 3,544 divided by 200. So give us what? 70. That's 18. So I quickly edit this one as what? As my 18. 18. That is that. So 18. So now let's now add it together. All that we have a what? 23 plus 18. So cancel 23 plus 18 plus 8 is equals to 49. So here we have what? 49y12. 49. That's 49y12. And how many do we call out? 1, 2, 3. So 3. So I make it what? My number 3. Number 3. The what we call out is top. So it's our top, not bottom. So it's our T. So that is that. So you can see we are done with this one. So the next one we are going to be calling out is, let's call out this one here. So I pick my line, also pick my line. This one move from here all through, okay, yes, up to this place. So the same thing. So if I like now, I can just, what I will do here is to just copy this, highlight this, copy this as it is here, copy everything. Because if you look at this, from this one is running from here like this all through to this place. So do you see it now? And that's what we have for also for this top reinforcement. So that means it's the same thing. So I can just copy this, then copy this, copy the whole of this, copy this, yes, sorry, oh sorry, there's a mistake. That's where I would have copied it. Copy this, oh god, okay, shift and then remove this, yes. Also copy this one, copy this, which one again? Yes, copy this one too, copy this one, copy this figure here, copy which one again? I copy this, and this one. So also I copy this one, I copy this. So good and fine. So now what do? I copy it, then move it. Make sure option is on. So I move it down to where? To this one, because I want to call out this. So this one is okay at this point. Hope it's not interrupt anyone. So let me bring it down small at this point. Okay, yes, I can position it here, so it's okay. So now let's confirm. Let us confirm if nothing has been changed, if everything is still intact from this point to this point. Yes, 25 is still okay. That means everything is okay. So this one is our what? It's our top, sorry, our bottom. So I carry my bob. From here, copy it, copy my bob and put it here. So now that I've put it here, so what do we have again? So what do we have? Let's confirm it. This one to this one, because this one is running along this line. So since this one is running along this line, you have this one plus this plus this plus this, give us the same 49. But this time around, it's not top. It's what? It's bottom. So that's it. Where we adjust it, it's bottom. It's bottom. So it's B2. That's why B2. So now what do I do? Let me shift this one so that it will not affect. Good. Let me position it properly. Bring it down. Yes, so that is that. So the next one we're going to do is to call out our top reinforcement. So what will I do? I pick this my line also. This one is running from this place to this place. So what do? I also click on this place and move it to this place. Okay, so let me shift it down so it will not interrupt anything. So move it from here. Let me put it here. No, don't want it. Let me put it here. Good. So now that I've put it here, let me adjust this one. Let me adjust this. Because of my bob. Let me adjust this and put it here. Good. So I pick my bob from here, copy it, copy my bob. Very well. Copy the bob and put it here. So now which means that this one is moving along this line. So what do? I also remove my 25 cover this one here. As quickly pick my my indicator, my wonderful indicator. So copy it. Sorry, copy this one. Let's be fast. Copy this one and put it where we okay, and put it here. Excuse me. Okay, it's not properly done, so let's move it again. Let's move it. It's from this point to this point. Good. So that is correct. So also let's move this from here. Also this one also 25. I break it 25. Enter. So copy my this indicator. Carry my indicator. This one. Copy it from this point. Since I've already shifted it by 25, so I can copy from the point. So this one is okay. Then what do? I call out this reinforcement from this point. Then I call out to this one. Then copy this one and then move it. Copy this one and position it here. So don't forget, we are talking about what is T. This one is going to be what? T, not a bottom. So now let's do it. Let's now calculate our number of reinforcement that will run through this line. So this one is running from here to here. Do you have anyone like that? So okay, you can see that's the advantage. So from here, this one from here to here, and the same spacing, which means it's also the same thing from here to here. So I can copy this one. You can see the advantage. So copy this one and come and position it for this. I come and position it for this. But this time around is for the top. So you can see it's for the top. So how many do we have? It's 18. It's 18. 18. I have 18. Yes, 18. Y12 number 3. Is number 3? No, it's 1. It's 1 because 1 I got to. It's only 1 that I have. So that's that. So that's how I do now. Then lastly, if you look at this, we are on the last part of this. We are on the last part of this. In case you have not subscribed to our Ekidel channel, I will also want to advise you to subscribe so that you can have access to our videos. And in addition to that, there's this software called KCSoft, and this software is mainly just like as this Stonebridge is mainly for detailing. Likewise, KCSoft is also designed mainly for the design of what staircase. It's a very fantastic software, and it can detail your staircase within a tickle of an eye. All you need to do is just to do what? Enter your parameters, and the end of it is what? Is wow. So you discover that with all this software, as a structural engineer, if you're able to have them, you discover that it makes your work so easy. Not only that, you discover that it's also, you can get a job, two designs, 3 designs before you know it. If it's not that high-rise building, within in a week you can finish up to 4 drawings. So that is that. Why? Because we have the software who have made the work so easy. So as structural engineer, I want to advise you to also get that software called KCSoft. Through our channel, you can also get that software. As I said, it's very important. You have a friend who also is an engineer who wants to know more. You can also introduce him to Ekidel. Let him also learn. Don't be a monopoly of knowledge. Don't try to keep things to yourself. All of us, we are here to do what? To share ideas together, to make engineering a better place, in a place to enjoy our profession. And not only that, Ekidel has a group called Ekidel Group, and this is a place whereby other engineers within the country and outside the country, we are all together. That if anybody is having a challenge, you discover that you post it on that particular platform, and before you know it, other engineers will contribute. Likewise, if you have your own part of view, you can also contribute. And even if you are the one that is having a challenge in the course of construction, you can also post it there, and then before you know it, the other engineers responding and give you a help. Likewise, it's very important that you know that yes, we have what Ekidel mentorship class, whereby we train beyond just this free channel. In that place, we give everything. There's nothing like time restriction. We start from A to Z. Everything we know, everything we have, we give it on to you. So that is that. So let's complete this. Finally, we are done with this. So we are left with this particular bar to do what? To call out. This is what we are left with to call out, and you can see how neat this work is. You can see how wonderful it is. You can see very clean, neat, and attractive. So there's no engineer you give this work that will not appreciate you as a structural engineer. That indeed, because at sight it's very easy to understand. You see, you can see everything is perfectly okay. So let's finish this as we round up this part 4, which is the last part of the slab detailing of this structure. As I've said, the reason why we are not detailing this other aspect, this aspect where my cursor is because they are typical. the semi-detached, what we have where we have detail is the same thing with where we have not detail. So when you get to site, all the engineer needs to do is to do what? To repeat the same thing on this other side. So that is why we discovered that. You might be wondering, why are we not detailing this aspect? Is because if you look at it very well, they are the same thing. It's just a type of building we call semi-detached. The same thing we have where we have detail is what we have in the other part where we have no detail. So at the site, they can do that one. So all you need to do is just to repeat the reinforcement here, as simple as that. So let's finish up as we call out this last reinforcement. Let me also quickly bring to our notice before we finish this one that Ekidel will be bringing up a video also whereby you can relabel your members. You discover that in protastructure, at times maybe you are having a beam 1, beam 2, beam 3, or columns and all of that, but you now, and your column 5, maybe you now discover there's a problem with your column, beam 5, and that beam 5 you are trying to delete it and then put another beam. It will label it as what? It will going to label it as beam 6, but in a real sense, what you have is 5 beams. But because you have deleted one and then replace it, it will name it as what? As 6. So likewise, if you also go further and also delete one, maybe beam 8, and put another one, you discover that it's also name it as what? Beam 9. But you now discover that in a real sense, altogether, maybe the total beam you have, for example, maybe it's 6, it's 7, sorry, it's 6. But at the end, you discover that because you don't know how to, to solve that problem, it might be showing you 8 beams. Likewise, column arrangement. So therefore, there's going to be a video as time goes on very soon that will come out on Ekidel where you can relabel your members so that to locate your beam will not be difficult. By the time you also do your prota detailing, you discover that everything will come out accordingly. There's nothing will not be found. You don't find it difficult to locate your members. You'll be wondering where's beam 48. We might be having about beam 30, beam 50. Whereas in a real practical sense, what you actually have is what? Maybe 20 beams. Because you don't know how to put what, you don't know how to correct it, and so therefore we are going to produce a video on that. Even your column 1, column 2, so that everything will be what? Properly arranged. There's a place, there's a way we can do that in protastructure. So the video will be coming out very soon also in Ekidel. So that's why it's very important to also follow our channel so that we'll be able to know our latest videos on structure and also at the same time all our prota designs. So thank you. So therefore, let's continue and complete this slab detail, which is the part 4. We are left with this only one where my cursor is. So let's do it. So let's pick it. This one, let's pick our line. I pick my line. I come here. I call it out. Okay, let me on my. Okay, I bring it out. Good. So the next thing is to let me adjust this. Let me move it. Let me move this one. Let me move it down a little. Okay, I don't want it out. Okay, it's still okay. So now let me carry my bob, copy. I come here, pick my bob, and also indicate that this is it. So now my indicator, so I also offset by what? 25, my concrete cover. Then that is that. I also pick my indicator, wonderful indicator. I pick this, copy it. Now copy from here, good, and come to this place where I need it, which is this place, and do what? And paste it. So therefore, do I have another one? No, it's only this place. So what I'm going to pick is the other indicator, the end of the indicator. So I pick this one. I like this. Copy this. Take this and come to this place. Where are we? Yes, here. I position it. I'm coming. Good. Here. So now this is what we have. So which means it's running from here to this place. This our bar. It's running from here to this place. So let's pick our number. Copy it. Copy my number and come here again and put this. So let me edit, but before we edit, let's know our length and calculate from this place to this place. What do we have? 2048. So 2000, let me move it up. 2048, am I correct? Yes, divided by 200. So what do we have? We have what? 10. Let me take it again. 2048 divided by 200. We have what? 10. That's 11. As we have said, you always add a 1. So you double click, then move it, enter your 11. So this is what we have. So what do I do? Since I've already gotten this one, I go out here and pick and copy this one, bring it down here. Bring it down to this place. Bring it down here. Good. So now is it top or bottom? So you see what is bottom, isn't it? So now click on, let's edit it. It's what? It's a bottom B2. B2 is 1 also by 12. Then it says what? It says 11. Am I correct? It says what? Yes, 11. So let me delete. You can say okay, we are done with this. So therefore, let me remove my dimension. Good. So thank you so much for following up. This is the end of part 4 of this slab detailing, which we have completed the slab detailing of this particular structure. Thanks for following us, and follow us further in our Ekidel mentorship class by enrolling at the same time on our YouTube channel, and watch several videos on structure to make yourself a good engineer and also a structural engineer. So God bless you. To meet in other videos that I'll be producing when it comes to slab detailing and other detailing of what? Structural members. So till then, God bless you. I remain your friends. So sorry, let's quickly go around. Let's see our work. You can see everything clean and clear. So you can see if you take this one to site, even yourself, you'll be happy collecting this kind of job, because you have confidence in what you are doing, because everything is clear. You not doubt any dimension or any member, because everything is clear for you to read and execute at the site. So thank you very much, and God bless you till I see you in other subsequent videos. Thank you and goodbye. Sorry, we need to indicate and tell the engineer at site that our return bar, the value of our return bar, sorry, the dimension of our return bar. So let's quickly indicate at least 1 for our engineer to know that yes, our return bar, what it is. Our return bar is what? 600. So you can see, so that at least at site the engineer will know that yes, this is the return bar, value for our return bar. Let's also pick some part that we can use. This one is okay. Let me just pick another one. Let's pick one at least to indicate and tell the engineer at the site that okay, this is the top reinforcement. Sorry, our return bar is what? It's 600. So it's very, very important. You might know because you are following us on the video, but the engineer at site might not really know all this calculation we are doing. That is why the structural engineer, when you go to site, even though there are some things that the structural engineer have done that maybe there's not properly detailed, you will know what to do, because you also design. So thank you very much, and God bless you. Till then, thank you.